What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. I am back.
My niggas and my ladies to the floor, you dig? Represent, throw your zone up, bounce, you dig? Lawa. We in a place to be, so don't hate, homeboy. Two-step with me and just jig. Just jig. Just jig, my nigga, just jig. Just jig. Just jig. Just jig, little shawty, just jig.
Double time me. You understand what I'm saying? Look, you guys, if it's your first time here, you know what I'm about to say. Please do me that solid and smash the subscribe button. I am trying to reach 20K. You understand what I'm saying? Turn those post notifications on while you're at it, so you know each and every time I drop a vid, you dig me. Shout out to my family, S&T. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. Listen, I'm about to get into this video. Thoughts and opinions / whatever the fuck I want it to be, because it's irking to me. And you guys already know when I use those words, I can only be talking about a couple of things. And it's probably some of the antics.
Really, nigga?
That's it. Antics that Chris Sales is doing once again. CJ just got back in his custody or whatever, celebrating his birthday or whatnot. It was his turn to see CJ. And he already dropped a video of him having a conversation with his son about understanding what it means when Queen is with Clarence and when he's with all the women he's with.
Okay, so guys, today is the day I break it down to my son the truth about, you know, me and his mother.
What? Like he been knew?
Hold on one second. Because a lot of the time, I personally feel like, he just needs some understanding, and I think he need to be told the truth finally.
Now, quite frankly, I really feel like this conversation should have been had when he first started dating Parker. But then it was Savvy, and all of a sudden he wants to explain this dynamic to his 5-year-old son. I really understand how intelligent CJ really is, but I really feel like this is not a conversation to have on the internet. You know what I mean? And actually, right now, to be perfectly honest, I really feel like CJ already understands that his mother is with somebody else. I mean, she's been with him almost 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, it might be a little bit hard to comprehend what it is that his father is doing, being that he's had 1, 2, 3 relationships since Queen. That's probably what he needs to be explaining to CJ. And the importance of not introducing some of these women to your son until you realize that it's going to be something substantial. You understand? But I don't know. We about to jump into this video. Y'all know that I'm dying to hear what y'all gonna say in these comments. So without further ado, man, let's get it. Now, for starters, I kind of want to just basically touch on the video that he just did when CJ was in the tub. You know what I'm saying? And he decided to want to have a conversation with his son, explaining what it means that mommy is with Clarence and he's with the multiple women that he's been with. Now, for starters, I feel like the nature of this conversation should not have been on the internet. That's for one. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's actually going to be gems that you're passing down to your son. This is lifelong real shit. And I feel like this was a situation where it did not have to be recorded. You know what I'm saying? But let's say he's a YouTuber. He recorded it. Let's move on past that situation. Now, my thing is, I felt like this conversation should have been had with his son when he was with Parker. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe with Savvy, or maybe with Asia. You know what I'm saying? Why now? I think it's very, very clear that CJ understands who his mother is with. And being that Queen and Clarence has been together almost 3 years, I think he understands what it means when, you know what I'm saying, his mother shows affection to Clarence. I think that's very, very clear. You understanding and you explaining what's going on in Queen and Clarence's household is beyond me. I just don't understand. Like, I mean, I think it's cool that you did say that, you know, that he said that I'm gonna always love your mom and things like that. I mean, that's clear. I mean, you're the daddy, she's the mama. I just didn't get what was the point of this goddamn conversation. And then in the video, CJ was completely not even tuned into it. All the little boy wanted to do was take a bath and swim and play in the tub like kids do. You bringing this adult-ass conversation to a 5-year-old is crazy as hell to me. I would never be able to understand that.
So you know, mommy and daddy not together? You know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that? Who told you that?
Daddy?
I told you that?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Bucko.
No, you told him. You probably did. I mean, you've been telling us all since 2018. You probably just forgot. You know what I mean? Let's proceed.
Okay, you know. Listen to me. Listen.
I am.
But you are turning around and doing this, that, and the
But I
third.
still listen to you.
Who you getting smart with?
I'm not getting smart.
Oh, well, I will take you. Mama. Okay, anyways. Okay, so, you know, that's why you go back and forth between mommy and daddy. You know, that's why you go back and forth between mommy and daddy, because we split up. We're no longer together. And you go back and forth between. I know sometimes it get hard, and sometimes you cry about it. Look. Sometimes you cry about it, but sometimes life have a weird way of showing people things. You know, I seen this quote the other day. It says, "Never, ever, ever be afraid to start over. You may like your new story better."
Yo, this nigga has lost his motherfucking mind, bro. You quotes? This dude just want to take a bath, shorty. He just want to play Nemo. You giving this man life quotes like he understands.
Do you like mommy? Do you like us not together?
No, I like you and mommy together.
I know, but why is that?
Because I love daddy.
Because you love daddy?
Yeah.
You understand why we not together?
No, I don't understand.
You don't understand why we not together?
No.
Because daddy, honestly, it's much more to what people think. Listen, baby, it's much more to what people think. People think that I'm just this cruel guy and I'm this mean guy.
Well, since we being honest, tell him you wanted to be a thought. Let him know. I fell out of love with your mama. I decided to want to go ahead and sleep with a lot of people. I took her for granted. And now she's with Clarence. So honestly, CJ, I could be one of the people that contributed to why me and mommy's not together anymore. Go on and tell him, since you're being honest.
You think I'm a mean guy?
No.
Really?
No.
You think I'm a cop chaser?
No. Yeah, you cop chaser.
Nah.
That man just being honest. He just calling it like he see it.
I will always have love for your mother. And you know I'm in love with you. I love you so much. You're my world, my heartbeat. God couldn't made you no more perfect.
Right now.
Your heart beating right now? I know you my heartbeat. But little do everybody know, I want to see your mother happy. Don't ever.
The camera's off.
I don't know, baby. I want to see your mother happy. I want to see her smile. And I have nothing but love for her. Okay? Don't ever let people think that I don't love your mother or I hate her, I don't like her. None of that is true.
I've been telling them you love her. In your defense, I've been saying it. You know what I mean? I know this, Chris.
And that's coming from the bottom of my heart. Like, I have nothing against her. I really want to see her happy. I love you so much. And you know I love you. You know I love you?
Daddy did something in my ear.
Do you know I love you?
Yeah. That's how you put something in my ear.
I'm getting it out.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm not, it's just, I do things for attention. I can do things for attention sometimes. Name a title, something just for attention, or just, just to give people attention because I'm about to drop something here and there. But you know what? I'm going to be done with that.
See, I knew you was growing up, Chris. I knew you was growing up. I'm happy about this. I really think you should, man. I think you should stop doing the crazy shit for attention so you could really go ahead and invest the time in yourself so you could just go ahead and just take off and teleport and elevate for yourself. I'm with this one. I'm with this one. I support this message.
Like y'all are like, I really do things like that to get y'all attention and to bring more traffic towards my way. But I know it gotta stop somewhere. It's gonna stop somewhere, you know. And I don't even really want to keep doing it no more, to be honest. But it's just what y'all want to see. Like y'all, if I upload something about something else, y'all just don't want to watch it unless I put my X name in it or this or that. So it's just like, you know, that's why I really do it. But it's like it's a timeout for all that, to be honest.
But it's just like, Chris, like, it's this type of situations or it's these type of things that make me question like your ability to do anything correctly, bro. Like, I mean, like, seriously. And I mean, and then you say these things like, you know, everybody wants to point out the bad stuff. And that's not the case. It's just that you just seem to do things to overshadow any good that you could ever do, bro. On God, I do not understand the nature of this video at all. And I do not understand why you felt like you had to film it to the masses a moment like that. I really don't get it. It's beyond me. But I want to also take a look at some of the other things. Now, he was quick to jump on the internet and wanted to talk about Clarence basically saying something about his parenting skills. I showed you guys in the video that was not the case. He never once said anything about Chris Sale's parenting skills at all. He just was able to say that he was able to relate to CJ growing up in a household where a man wasn't present. And I mean, let's be real about it, Chris. You didn't want to be with Queen. So when you decide to leave the mother of your kids, fellas, just a FYI, these are the risks you're going to take. You're going to pretty much be absent from the day-to-day routines of your child. That's why you have to really, really choose your baby mamas wisely, okay? Especially if you want to be able to partake in these day-to-day routines. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important. But the thing about it is he never once said anything about your parenting skills. Never one time. So that was another video that I felt like you just came to the platform just to basically get attention. And I really didn't understand it. Now, in that video, in multiple videos, he always want to bring up the claims that what it is that Clarence do. He doesn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? He just sit around and he let his girl do things for him. I mean, Chris, you did the same shit.
Before I started doing YouTube and I was with my ex-husband, I was working and it was very hard for him to find a job.
At this time I was working at the security office. I was like a security guard, and he knew that like the next morning I had to go to work. He wasn't working at the time. I was working. I was the only one working, but he was still like getting money some kind of way.
Because you know good and well I like to be able to provide receipts. I'm going to provide these things. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't work neither. You didn't. This girl was working security with the kid and you stayed home. She didn't know how you got your money here. A lot of us still don't. But I don't understand how you could try to criticize a man when you were in the same boat. This man has his own channel. You know what I mean? You still have the Chris and Queen channel. You know what I'm saying? And basically you still uploading videos with Chris and Queen. So I cannot even say that you have your own channel right now. You know what I'm saying? But this man has his own channel. They also have a joint channel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not understanding when you say he doesn't do anything. Okay? He also have a 5-figure deal with Fashion Nova. You know what I'm saying? He's a brand ambassador. And whether you want to understand that or not, that's a 5-figure deal. So that he's still, you know what I mean, a spokesperson for us, which means that he's adhering to his contracts and money is still coming in.
I did a deal with Fashion Nova, 5-figure deal, you know what I mean? Not 6 figures yet, but 5. We did a nice 5-figure deal, good amount, great amount, you know, that I thought I deserved. I'm happy with the terms. I'm happy with the amount of posts that they're asking for.
I don't understand what it means when you say that he does not do anything but rely on his girl. He's working too. Now, you're uploading videos with you and Queen from 3 years ago. CJ just got there 2 days ago and you got videos dropping every single day. Queen rarely even have CJ in videos. But then you guys misconstrue like her being a parent and her just allowing CJ just to be a child with her not spending time with him. And see, that's what also confuses me. Just because Chris Sales have a tendency to exploit his son a little bit more on videos doesn't mean that there is an offset in the way that Queen loves him and the way that he loves him. Y'all got to stop that. Sometimes people just want their children to be children. Another thing is, this man has almost 75 videos of Queen Naija since the breakup. Like 75. To me, that's a little tragic. Especially when you had 3 exes. Now, this is when people are going to insert themselves and say, well, your whole channel is about Queen and the royal family. Damn right it is. But I can understand why I do it. I have 17K. He has 3.7 million. Why should he have to report on anyone besides himself? You know what I mean? Before I can even establish myself, I have to actually build a fan base, or I have to build a following for people to learn me. And sometimes people are going to learn me through my reactions. Then I will be able to branch out and you guys will come and be able to watch videos of myself. But I understand why I do it. I'm not understanding why he does it. You know what I mean? And he say that they always are speaking on him, which when I look at 75 videos on his behalf and they only did a solid 8 since the course of the breakup, and a lot of them were just like dressed like my ex-boyfriend and things like that, not really speaking on him. You know what I mean? So I'm not really understanding where you're coming from. And this is what I don't understand, people. It has nothing to do with me not liking Chris. It just has a lot to do with a lot of the things that he doing not making sense. On a lighter note, I hope that he's really telling the truth when he's saying that he's about to stay away from including Queen in his titles and just including them as being a topic for him. I hope that everything he's saying is going to be 100. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly feel like he's more so now hurting his brand. You know what I mean? A lot of his supporters are starting to become very, very aggravated with the antics that he's on. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he's gonna stick to what he say this time, dog, and just really just do his own thing. You know what I mean? It's really time now, or whatever. I want to know how y'all feel, man. Drop it down in the comments, man. Let's chop it up. Y'all know I love to have these powwows with you guys, so let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. Listen, please share the channel with as many people as you possibly can. Like us up, drop a comment below, and until next time, we're gonna catch y'all, dog.